Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why these talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then it's time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about the that you do? Why you always rapping about the that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's up like that. If it's up like that, it's up like that.
Sometimes my feelings are blind. Sometimes I can't even give it a try.
Sometimes I keep it inside, but still I cry. Still I cry.
Yeah. Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me mine. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about the dip. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read, wanna drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Tryna hit my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shit tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Yeah. Booming this like Metro. Groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Bend on, keep 'em.
It's the National Football League on E!
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from in. Stadium. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Jackson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
On first down, Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. From 13 yards out. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. Escapes the defender. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And Jackson throwing once more. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, You're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Eagles.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Hurts. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was great everywhere that time. He tried to get it to his outlet, tried to get it to his running back, but sailed it a little bit too high and actually left his body open for a big hit.
A 40-yard attempt.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. The trick play works. He's got the first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens, nothing.
2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Gus Edwards, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. But just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught in the end zone. So it goes for 2 points on the fake and gives them a lead.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I say it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point now, the ball snapped at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
Well, for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try to get to the ball even faster.
And he'll go down right at 30-yard line. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
They go play action with Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Hurts to throw. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, 33 yards. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending the play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Back to throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it 21-8.
Ravens 8. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson. Flush to his right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's get some love.
Now Jackson on first down. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd down and 4. Jackson now. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 21-15 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So we've reached halftime here, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, here comes Swift. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still on his feet. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Olamide Zaccheaus, 79 yards. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable...
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with touchdown.
A.J. Brown, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Elliott now to add the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense.
Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Ravens ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He's on his way. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 79 yards. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books, because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh yeah, I think I'd throw it to him a little bit more often.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 12-yard line. They'll roll him out right. This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
He'll buy some time right.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again, rolling to his right.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Zach Cunningham from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now this throw caught left side. Still going inside the 20. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to get a